Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on SoFi Technologies. I've covered them a couple times here on the channel. Have a couple shares, only one here in Robinhood. I have a couple more in retirement account, and I also have the platform. I just haven't used it in a while. I've actually had their platform for, I think, since last summer. I didn't use it to begin with because they just allowed market orders. Now I think you can do limit orders on there. So, but if you use SoFi platform, go ahead and list that in the comments and any other information you have. And hitting the like button and subscribing is always a bonus here on the channel. And I just got up over 1,000 subscribers and just trying to take it to the next level. So. And hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. But back to SoFi, here's what it looks like over the last year. It was listed on November 30th for $11. Then it looks like it went down to about $10.62. So it's been kind of all over the place here, but it's up over 41%. And here's kind of a look at the last 3 months. It's down 5.38%. Down 14.51% in the last month, and so shaved about $4 or $5 off. And here's a look at over the last week. So actually positive at 2.70%, and here's a look at what it's doing today. So again, been kind of volatile, 15.5 down to 15.76, back down to 15.51, on up to 16, and then it kind of came back down to that same, keeps bouncing off of the 15.50. So but I have one share here in Robinhood at $14.95, so nothing to brag about, but I have more in a retirement. And if you don't know what they are, they're technology developed non-lending financial services as money management investment product offerings and financial services, founded in 2011. 18.14 million average volume and a market cap of $18.36 billion. Here's a look at their earnings, next available on August 12th, and here's where I bought mine. Well, this shows a canceled 16.80 back on the 7th, and moving on back to SoFi Technologies enters oversold territory, and this is dated on the 16th. Legendary investor Warren Buffett, as I told you, I'm in Omaha, Nebraska, same hometown as Warren, advises to be fearful when others are greedy and to be greedy when others are fearful. One way that we can measure this is the level of fear given in the stock is through a technical analysis indicator called the Relative Strength Index, or RSI. I'm sure you hear people talk about. So, in trading on Friday, shares of SoFi Technologies entered into oversold territory, hitting the RSI reading at 29.9 after changing hands as low as 15.43 per share. By comparison, the current RSI reading, S&P 500 ETF SPY, is 59.6. A bullish investor could look to SoFi 29.9 RSI reading today as a sign that the recent heavy selling is in the process of exhausting itself, and begin to look for entry point opportunities on the buy side. Chart below shows the 1-year performance of SoFi shares, and here's kind of a look back in January 14th, had a nice run up, back down, and then about middle of May, towards the end of May, 1st of June, looks like it had another run up. Looking at the chart, SoFi low point at the 52-week range at 10.10 per share, and at 28.26 in the 52-week high point. That compares with the last trade of $15.50. Moving on, Clover Health becomes top Wall Street bets interest again as stock surges. AMC, SoFi, GameStop, others top trends. I sold out of AMC, GameStop, all those way back when. I'm surprised they're still trading them. I want to say back in January or February. Clover has joined the AMC Entertainment Holdings, and I think I did a video on Clover a while back. And SoFi Technologies among the stocks seeing the highest interest on Reddit. The Spider Trust, SPY, remained the most discussed stock on the forum as of Wednesday night. Exchange Traded Fund ETF is seeing the highest interest on the forum with 698 mentions, followed by medical insurance technology company Clover Health and 576 mentions during the last 24 months. Data from Quiver Quantitative showed. And so again, the other stocks that are trending on the forum include video retailer GameStop, ticker GME, graphics chip maker NVIDIA, steelmaker CLF, biotechnology Moderna, mRNA, and cybersecurity BlackBerry. Also sold out of BlackBerry and did a video on it. And Apple. Do a video on Apple every once in a while, and it's definitely a long-term hold of mine, so just kind of let it sit there and do its thing, collect the dividends, and keep getting shares whenever I can. So here it kind of goes over the price action of the ETF. Wednesday's regular trading session of $434.55 further rose almost 0.1%, and the after-hours session to $434.94. And feel free to pause and go over the rest. And moving on, SoFi Technology stock flies higher. Options traders slam calls. So if you're doing an option on this one, go ahead and list it in the comments as well. So expects SoFi to go lower, adding he would be a buyer at the $14 level, but may not get the chance. On Tuesday, SoFi's stock rallied 10% higher amid increased retail interest, but institutions were also hammering call contracts. SoFi stock bottomed at a strong support and resistance level of $14.87 on Monday. The stock has held the level almost ever since the January 7th, when SoFi closed the day up 56.89% due to an epic short squeeze. On Wednesday, the stock regained support of the 8-day exponential moving average and nicked a resistance level of $16.50. Consolidating on smaller time frames, if SoFi can clear the level, it has room to move up towards $17.87. Here kind of goes over why it's important. Sweep order occurs. It indicates the trade or wanted to get into a position quickly and anticipating an imminent large move in the stock price. Sweeper pays market price and the call and put option instead of placing a bid, which sweeps the order book of multiple exchanges to fill the order immediately. This kind of goes over some more trades, so feel free to pause and go over that information. There's quite a bit of information in there, and just going to keep scrolling through for those of you that would like to pause and go over that, or else you can find it on msnmoney.com. Moving on, SoFi isn't as exciting as others, but it's a long-term winner. I'm in this one for the long run. A lot of my stocks that I get into are in for the long run. Stock doesn't look good in the short term, but that doesn't mean it's not worth buying. And the short-term indicators, as well as the financial results, scream sell, but its plans, its trends, and its leadership all tell analysis to recommend you buy it. Right now, the critics are right. Today, SoFi is just another online bank and just another online brokerage, just a lender with digital services. And some look at it that way, but that's kind of the way of the future. So 3 reasons to buy the dip on SoFi. Traditional banks are known for poor customer service, long waits in call centers, is why so many fintechs like SoFi are sprouting up. Investors are cooled on SoFi stock, a decline that could be a result of the low interest rates hurting lenders and investors' sentiment turning against the SPAC and riskier growth stocks in recent months. Growth is accelerating. SoFi invests to buy stocks, trade crypto, and automate investing. Money to deposit, save, and spend your money. The Relay to track and manage your credit score, spending on personal finance. And loans for borrowing via credit card, personal loan, student loan, and mortgages. SoFi is currently the only company with A to Z offering with a single app, which is set apart from the traditional banks and other fintech competitors such as Square and PayPal. SoFi's strong reputation is the student loan category attracts users who then pick up financial products across the app. As the first quarter of 2021, SoFi has a total of 2.28 million members, up 110% year over year, and the company's 7th consecutive quarter of accelerating user growth. So it's a growing company. Just need to get the stock going back where we want it to go, but maybe it's providing a buying opportunity for many of you. But SoFi Relay for crypto, and Asset Relay can track your value. Moving on over here to StockTwits, currently at $15.56, low of 10.10, high of 28.26. Excellent news. Increase in popularity as a record. To pay $15.40 is just a textbook case of FOMO. Get treatment, but more here. So people like SoFi, but just need to get the price moving again. But currently at $15.52, and this is showing a moderate buy out of 2 ratings, so not too bad, with a 76, we'll just call it 77% upside to $27.50, high of 30 and low of 25. But that's all that I have on SoFi. If you have SoFi, go ahead and list it in the comments along with your cost basis, any other information you have to share on this one, and that way we can all compare notes and be up to date on SoFi. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.